Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough on Marvel Future Fight. One of the best Marvel games that you can play that's out there. It has a variety of different ways that you can play. I'm going to go ahead and show you. So every day when you first come in, they tell you what's going on. Like right now we got the special 6 Awakening 6-star ISO 8 gift. So depending on what day you've checked in, I check in every single day, so pretty much get all these. When you get them, they'll go into your inbox, which I'll show you in just a second. It'll connect and check for updates. This home screen changes depending on who the newest characters they've added right now. You got, I believe, the Black League or whatever. Um, Another check-in reward. Shows you something you can buy. You can only buy this from this screen. It'll make sure it tells you right there this item is only available for purchase on this screen. Are you sure you want to close? Okay. If you really want to get back to that, you can just exit out of the game and go back into it. So these are assemble points, which you get from other people who are on your friends list. I'll show you that here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and collect those. And here's your gift. This is where you get those ISO 8s I was just talking about for the check-in rewards. So your check-in rewards show up here in your gift inbox. If you see right there, they kind of show you when they expire, 6 days, 6 days, 6 days. I just collect all these. There's no reason to not collect these ones up front. Now the energy, I don't always collect up front because I like to run out of energy and then it can gather more. But as you can see, I have 592 energy. That's that little lightning bolt right there. I have 1.5 million gold. Have some biometrics and Nornstone selectors. This one expires in 12 hours. I'll go ahead and grab that before it's gone. 1 day. Might as well. 1 day. Might as well. Alright. So now we're out of that. Gonna go ahead and get out of there. You have your sub menu down here. So in your sub menu you have friends. So you have Facebook friends, which I don't have Facebook, so no way for me to get any of those rewards. Social, again, I don't have any of these things there. And then here's the game. These are all the people I'm already friends with. Johnny, Satchin, Dark White. I even have like a couple of my real friends on here, like Scumdog7. Got Scumdog7, Green Iron Guy. That's Gary. Harley Boy, another one of my buddy. So I'll go ahead and send everybody stuff. I get a daily achievement award for sending assemble points. We'll go through those a little bit as well. Recommended shows you some people that I've already requested. You can accept or deny them. I'm okay with all the ones that I have for right now. And then here's your team. So in your team, when you first start, it's going to show you, like the 3 characters you start with. And you'll start unlocking some special characters. See on the bottom here, it shows you how many stars you have. Like for Thor, he's got 5 stars. We have 1 out of 320 biometrics needed in order to upgrade him to the 6-star. Once you get to 6 stars like all these guys over here, you see it stops counting your biometrics. You can't get them any bigger than that. And you see a little red bubble on the top of their, right above their silhouette there, or their face picture, their portrait. That means that they have something that they can upgrade. Either their, right over here, their gear. You can see their gear on the left-hand side. You got their skills that you can upgrade. I have Punisher completely maxed out there. You can add ISO 8s. And then upgrade the ISO 8s to level 5, and then different uniforms. So I got the regular one, and then the Noor. I like this one better. It changes his skill set and one of his maneuvers to something different. And then once you get enough biometrics, you can go ahead and upgrade them. If I scroll all the way over to the right, it shows all the characters that you don't have. I currently have everybody except for these 3 new characters. The only way you can get them is through a World Boss Raid. So if you have someone that you want to get some biometrics for, there's a way to get them. It'll show you right there. So you'll click on this little biometric Iron Fist, little plus symbol right there, and it'll tell you where you can get them. You go in. Now down here I have clear tickets. I have 1,111. Which is a lot. You guys probably won't end up having that many. And then you see I have I got 1 biometric. Or you can click start. When you click start, that means you go into the mission. You're going to fight with the 3 guys that you currently have right there, and then a friend that you have on the bottom, one of their guys. If you click repeat, it'll continuously play that level until you've completely run out of biometrics, and it'll pop up like an OK symbol saying, do you want to continue? And you can continue playing that level if that's what you want to play. You can't gain experience. In other words, move you guys from level 1 up to like how I have level 54 guys here, or 53 guys. That takes experience points. So you have to actually play through the level in order to do that. Right here it'll say villain, and it'll show you what their villain's level. Obviously I have level 54, they have level 32. I'll go ahead and I'll just press start. I mean, I'm going to destroy all these guys really quick, so don't expect it to be this easy. Unless you're just fighting a level that's way below your character's rank. Then it's kind of a cakewalk at that point. So we'll start. Sometimes you'll get an enemy or an ally shifter. So here's an ally shifter. It's Daredevil. So we're going to be fighting alongside with Daredevil. At the end of this, because I have an ally shifter with them, we'll get a bonus biometric for Daredevil. So it's always good to try to get someone in there. And as you see, he's just killing everybody too. It's going to be not even fair. Boom. I want to get those things before I kill him. He's gone. He took off less than 100 health out of my 35,000 health there. So that's just a chapter. Now on top of the, and then it'll show you what you got down there. On the bottom right shows the ally shifter reward. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out. I'm going to go back down here to the sub menu again. I'm going to show you. So in the lab, you can go here, you can collect stuff. So I collect my antimatter. There's a bio converter. You can convert biometrics from one biometric to any of these ones right here. Now you're not going to get to choose which one of the ones in that box there it is. It's just randomly going to be selected. So for example, let's find someone who I just don't like playing as. I don't even like the Green Goblin, so we'll add 2 there. We'll go ahead and convert it for the 350. And it's going to give me an Electra times 1. So it takes 2 to get to the 1. I never really use that for that reason. There's also the item shop over here where you can purchase stuff. Everything in here is way overpriced, so I never buy any of this stuff. Again, just stay clear from those. The warp device, though, this is the one thing that I do use. So if you see there, it tells you, what level it's going to be. You don't actually play these levels, you just send people on them. So I just send them out. You do have to select 3 people in order to do this. So I'll go through, send them out, and then the clock down will start. So if you see right here, we got 44 minutes, 55 seconds left before this one's over. And then it'll award us with the biometric and some experience for the troops that we sent out there. So I recommend doing this every day just to kind of chip away at that experience level. At first, obviously, you'll get more experience if you're a lower level and you're fighting a 12 and you send them on a 12. Also, one thing I want you to look at here is success rate is 100%. There's really no levels here that I wouldn't be able to beat at 100% because my lowest character is a level 30. I don't have anybody below level 30. And my highest level mission here is a level 24. So no matter what, I'm going to be able to beat it. But I wouldn't recommend sending a bunch of level 1s on this level 10. You're going to lose. You're not going to get anything, and you'll just wasted your antimatter there. Which you do need in the higher levels in order to upgrade your character any further. So down here we also have the store. Inside the store you have your featured, which is the first tab, and it's going to show you what's on sale. Scroll over, it shows all this stuff. I'm not buying any of it, I just wanted to show you. Also shows your hero chest. But then there's packages, and then in chest you have your hero chest there again. And then here's your assemble box. Now I also have more than 300 assemble points, so I can buy that from what people have sent me. So I got 10 level 3 experience chips. I'll show you what to do with those here in just a second. And then we have a hero chest. The hero chest, you get to select 1 free hero a day. I have all the heroes unlocked, so they're just going to end up giving me biometrics. So there's a selector of biometrics times 8. It's been sent to my inbox. If I didn't have that Spider-Man, it would have just unlocked it for me. So if it was 10 or 20, it doesn't matter how many biometrics it costs to unlock. That's how many it pretty much gives to you, so it's an unlocked character. When you don't have it, when you already have that character, it sends it to your inbox here. You have 20 4 hours to select someone. I actually select Miles Morales Spider-Man. I've already got everybody all leveled up to level 6 that I liked already for the most part. So now I can kind of back out of that. Another thing you can check out is uniforms. I mean, you have to pretty much spend gems on these guys. So unless you really, really, really just have to have that uniform, I would recommend not buying any. Maybe take one for your favorite character that you plan on having, throughout the entire game that you're going to use no matter what. I like Punisher. That's why I have Punisher no matter what, and that's why I chose his separate costume. But I also chose the bad Hulk guy there. So we have here. I'll show you real quick. The Maestro Hulk. So in uniforms you have the regular Avengers Hulk, Secret Wars Future Imperfect, which this one's Maestro, and then you have World War Hulk, which, as you can see, he's got himself a sword and a shield, so he's pretty badass too. But he wasn't out at that time, so I had taken this Hulk. I like Old Man Hulk. Okay, well, I said I'd show you what you could do with experience points, so let's go ahead and show you a little bit of this. So if I go into Miles Morales here, here's your experience bar where it shows I have 7%. You can click the little plus symbol next to that. It shows you how many experience chips. Now, level 5 experience chips gives you 30,000 experience gains. So if I put one there, you see it jumps me from a level 7 to level 19. And a higher level like that, if you do it to a level 1, it literally takes you from like a level 1 to, I believe, level 18 with one level 5 experience chip. So those things are like gold when it comes to early on characters. And that's why all my characters are level 30. I just gave one to each of them, and that pretty much took me to 20. Maybe I think 5 to 10 to get you almost to the 30. So obviously I have plenty of them there, so that there was no reason to not use it. And then, you can see their experience points all the way down to 150 for a level 1. Use them. There's no reason to kind of, save them up like I had there. If you see down here, you also have rank up. So you'll click rank up when you have enough biometrics. I only have 112 out of 160. When I rank them up, it will unlock a new ability. Some of them are passive, so you don't use it. Some of them are a skill that you use. So I mean, unlock as many as you can. Then you have the Master, which means the Norn Stones here. So I'll go ahead and upgrade because I got enough Norn Stones. I have 413 Norn Stones. I need 120. And then it'll help give him a level 4 quick recovery. So he'll actually heal a little bit faster there. I'll show you. We'll go ahead and rank him up there. If you see all of it, his attack, attack, physical defense, energy defense, and HP all went up. So you definitely want to be upgrading these guys with everything you can. Alright, let's get back down to the nitty gritty here. Back out of here. We'll go to the missions. So there's a few different missions types. The story I already kind of showed you. That's the one we played through. You have special missions, which will get you some other characters. You have the Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man. I got a feeling they'll probably come out with like a Captain America Civil War one here in a couple months. You have your daily. The daily actually gives you a lot of gold. And they're pretty short. So I'll go ahead and show you. Let's start this. Damn, Daniel.
What's up?
Nothing, playing my game.
Yeah?
And I'm commentating, so everyone's listening.
Oh. How are you supposed to get that upward?
Huh?
How are you supposed to get that upward? Behind you, Josh.
Alright, so I unlocked the last boss here. It's Elektra. You can bring in your friend. So if you see there, I just called in my buddy Silk. She's over there fucking her up while I'm kind of hanging back, just chipping off more damage. Boom. So gone. Mission completed. Smallest amount of experience points. I made 26,000 gold. You got some Norn Stones and some ISO 8s down there. I got 4 and 8, so that's 12 ISO 8s. that are level 1. I'm pretty much just going to sell all those. They're wasting my time at this point. But earlier on, when you have no ISO 8s, you really want to get those. So I'll go into my inventory here real quick and I'll show you what I got. And trophy for playing a daily mission. You have your daily, your weekly, your quest, and your event achievements, so you can unlock gems and stuff that way. And then for the inventory, we have the ISO 8s. I have a whole bunch of these guys, so it tells you, I'm like 23. I'm going to sell selected. I don't want to keep any of these guys. Again, they're just kind of a waste of my time. And then it shows you your cards, materials, biometrics, custom gear, consumables. If you don't spend your tokens like I had there, you see I have my holiday tokens and my spring tokens and my comic cover tokens you can spend anytime, but your holiday tokens and your spring tokens you had to do during those events. So I mean, I could sell these right now. It's I sell all. It's 183,000. I'm not gonna sell them right now. I don't need the gold, obviously. Let's see what else we have in the mission. So we have the daily. We have villain sieges, which I'll show you the first villain siege. It used to make you go in order, so you had to start at stage 1. Now you can just start chipping away. The higher levels, I'm not going to go against him. He's just going to destroy all my characters. I'll show you the first one. So I'll win 6,700, 50 of these tokens, the purple tokens there, 20 experience chips. Now, I get a bonus if I use these characters on top. My characters are so much stronger than he is. He's only a level 15, I got a level 30. I'm pretty much just going after the weaker character so I can show it to you a little bit quicker. I'm going to, this video is already going to be running about 20 minutes. Don't want to get it to go any longer. But,
No,
so,
we do not.
I got Elsa Bloodstone. She's
No.
jacking him up there.
Oh, yes, we do.
Boom, boom.
Oh, yes, we got black and gold.
Gone. Once you're done, it will award your biometrics there. Now, one thing, too, is, depending on what kind of character you have, they have different types of characters. We'll go back here. So we'll go to the level up guide. So you got type effect, right? So you got your strength beats blast. Or blast beats strength. Speed beats blast. Strength beats speed. So it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors there. Everybody beats somebody except for universal. Now the universal types, we'll go here. I got a couple universal guys I can show you real quick. So like Angela, where you see like the little purple neutron symbol next to Angela where it says universal. And then there's no advantage over that character. So if I'm versing a Hulk, I want to use my yellow jacket. Or if I'm versing a yellow jacket, I want to use my Spider-Man. Or if I'm versing a Spider-Man, I want to use my Punisher. So on and so forth. Going back to the missions here, they just introduced the world boss. These guys are like insanely hard. I'll go ahead and show you on one mission here. Go ahead and ready. Set up my team, which I have a badass team. I only have 4 people. I don't have enough. I don't care. I'll start the battle anyways. There's no way I'm going to win regardless. I might chip off just a small amount of his health like the bad guys have been doing to me in these other missions. He's just so much of a higher level. I don't know what level they're supposed to be, but I would have to guess at like a 70, even though the maximum level is 60, because there's no way that anyone should be this strong. So if you see here, Black Panther, who's going to be in the new Marvel Captain America Civil War movie. actually making a little bit of progress on her. This is more health that I've taken off than from any of the other guys that I've faced in this world battle. And they're just like insanely power. Come on, Iron Man. Go back to Punisher. She is just working me.
You have full with you right now? Oh, it's done? Okay. Alright, it's clear, Mike.
Yep. So World Boss kicked my ass. Way overpowered, like I said. Alright, well, we're coming to the end of the missions there. There's only a few more things I can really show you. And those are going to be down here in the arena, where you can actually earn a lot of biometrics and gems. So, or crystals, whatever they call them in this game. So, when I'm in my timeline battle, you can get your details on what you can win. So if you're rank 1, you get 3,500 crystals there. You can go all the way down to as little as 60. But I'll go ahead and get ready. You get to choose your characters, so find opponents. Fight these guys. Obviously they're way underpowered, so I'm just going to destroy them. But again, for the sake of time, that's not necessarily the end of the world. So on this one, you can switch between your characters. So bring different characters out for different, different people. Which is nice because you have all 3 characters you can switch between, but only one plays at a time. Go ahead and exit out of there. Go back to the arena. You have your team up play, which you have to have a level 4-star on level 40 character to even play in this arena. When you select it, you'll play with someone else. And then you'll fight a boss, a slightly overpowered boss, but once you're at that level, it shouldn't be too hard. And then you have your battle world. There's generally a couple different ones. Like this one, you have to have mandatory War Machine, a 6-star, or a Blast. The one underneath it, there is no requirements, so you can just play with any 5 characters that you have. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, so it's 5 stars in the Blast. I can't even play this one or 6 stars in a Blast because I only have a few of the Blast ones. We'll come down here. Skip. I never read the dialogue. I mean, I'm a Marvel nerd, but I don't care that much. So I'll select my top 5 characters. Send them in for a fight. Now on this one, it's going to be 2 versus 2 at all times, and it's actually live battles now for the arena fights. So you're actually fighting people that are on the other end trying to run around and do their own thing too. So sometimes you're fighting really good people, sometimes you're fighting, some kid that doesn't know how to play the game yet. Either way, it's fun. So you can only choose between the 2 people that are already on there. So you don't get to just switch between all 5 of your characters. So that's why if you're going to be doing it, you kind of want to make sure that you have different character types when you start. So I destroyed all 5 of them, but let's go out here. We got one more thing to look at, and I'm going to go ahead and log off for today. And this last thing that we have in the arena is the Alliance Battle. Alliance Battle is kind of like a ever-ending or never-ending match. So you're gonna choose your characters now. No matter how well you do, you will never beat this. There's no end. So they're just gonna keep coming at you. It's like an endurance match. And you can win a little bit of gold from this. You can only do one a day, and then whatever you do from here actually adds to your alliance. So you can get a higher alliance score when you're in here. And actually, since I didn't show you the alliance, I'll show you guys how and where to get your alliance at. I like Spider-Man. I like Yondu. They're both really good characters, so I'll switch over to Yondu, show you some of his stuff. You can call his ship, destroy everybody. He does his little whistle. He does a back kick, kind of like Spider-Man does. But let's watch how powerful his ship drop can be. You have a whole mess of guys like this. Boom, just all gone. Goodbye. And we'll take the rest with some arrows. Do jump kick. Spider-Man's a little bit better for the masses like this though, because he's got this one just smashing in the middle. Boom, all gone. Plus he just does all this jumping around. It's hard to kind of hit him. And that's the one move of Yondu's I don't like. Alright, let's see how many guys we can get gathered up over here. Is that it? Oh, you guys want to bring? Alright. I'm just hip hopping around and making them mad at me. Hip hop. Hip hop anonymous. Well, I'm dead. You have a chance to continue on in certain capacities by spending more gems, but it's not worth it. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out of that alliance battle. And then we will go back here, and then where it says alliance, this is where you can choose your alliance. So in my alliance, these are the guys. We all work together. You can approve people that are trying to get into alliance achievements, or you can actually search for an alliance to join one. I believe it cost something. Maybe it was 100,000 gold to open up your own alliance. But yeah, I mean a few other things too. This little green button is where you can link your past accounts, so you don't lose your progress. You can sync them to new things. What else did we not really touch on? You got your settings button where you can turn your change your languages, push messages, and also your volume control. That's why you don't hear anything. I turn my volume all the way down. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this brief tutorial of how to play Marvel Future Fight, one of the best games on the Android market and in Apple iOS. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely something that's taken me a long time to get to where I am now. I actually downloaded this game. They had me do it at Comic-Con this last year, And oops, we'll go ahead and close out of that. They had me do it at Comic-Con this last year in order to get a little poster. I downloaded it, and I've been addicted to this thing ever since. I will admit I've spent a little bit of money in the store on things like packages or where you can buy like this $8.62 purchase. Things like that are actually pretty good value. If you're just, you get 1,100 crystals, 20 biometrics, and 30 Norn stones. And then, if you really want to unlock characters or build them up, and you don't mind spending a little bit of money, that's one of the best ways to do it. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this. I've enjoyed it. Have a good day.